Live from the CAZADORE egg nest near Lake Mead, this is the J.D. Carruthers Show, where health is chronically low. There is never enough AP, and Vitajex has an exothermic reaction with all fluids. So make sure you never take it with any fluids in the same 24-hour period. I'm your host, J.D. Carruthers, and yesterday we cleared out a Night Stalker cave. And then we went to Red Lucy, and you know what she said? She said, I got more for you to do. I got more eggs I need you to get me. So we went to our dear friend, Old Lady Gibson, at the Gibson scrapyard, and we killed her so we could take her gosh darn gosh big boomer. We stole it. Wasn't really an option. Apart from that, I really didn't want to do that, but I don't reckon I had a choice. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we did what was necessary, right? And we did what we had to do. And what we had to do was kill Old Lady Gibson. And am I proud of that fact? No. Do I wish I didn't have to do that? Yes. But it is what it is. And now I have Big Boomer. And you guys know Big Boomer is the coolest weapon in the entire game. So, that's one of the things that I've been working towards, as well as the dinner bell. And so we're going to get the dinner bell pretty soon, I think. And, I think that's what it is. So, welcome in. Control Station Enclave. The steamed hams. Or is it Aurora Borealis? At this time of year, at this latitude, localized exclusively in your kitchen, I find that to be very unlikely. That's how I make steamed hams, of course. All right. Well, without further ado, let's dive right in. We're gonna get going on it, and there might be a little bit of fun we can have on our way to the CAZADORE nest. I'm not entirely sure where she wants us to go, because I already cleared out that one CAZADORE nest, but there were no eggs. And if you're wondering what my breakfast is this morning, ladies and gentlemen, what was the first fruit I put on S tier? Come on. I haven't gone a week without eating it my entire life. That's right. It is a banana. One banana is my breakfast today. So I will be noshing the banana for the next couple minutes. Because I love these things, They're delicious. They're sweet, What is there not to like? Right? I do need to update that death count because... Give me 1 second. Let me update that junk. Oh, I got it put away, so... We got 133 subs on YouTube. We're going to go back to 0 deaths by enemy. And then 0 deaths by negligence, of course. And, we're looking for... I wonder if I should add a murder counter for just straight up cold-blooded murder. Well, it seems like Red Lucy appreciates the way I live my life in this game. I feel like Lucy from the Fallout show would not be a fan. What's up, Arcade? Eddie? All right. Everybody's happy. Everybody's good. Oh, we got an enemy over here. Got some enemies at the gates. And I have 5 rounds. Oh, what the heck is that noise? You guys hear that? My breakfast is going to be a bowl of turkey stew from the leftovers from Easter. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. But, and far be it from me to tell you what to eat. I get the feeling that I'm about to walk up on like 1,000 CAZADOREs. Okay. No, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I quick save when I already saved? Far be it for me to tell you how to live your life, Enclave, but, just between you and me, if it ain't frozen, maybe it ought to be the last. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is not going to go well. And that's all the 12 gauge I have. So we got to go to a 20 gauge shotgun now. That's all right, though. But we got to make sure we're doing slugs because 20 gauge slug. We got 40 of those. A banana is your last meal. Oh, no. Is that a threat? Is that a threat? It seems like a threat. Banned. I'm just kidding. I could never ban you, Hello Howard. Oh, too many chats. Once I get to queso size, then no, don't you shoot my Eddie. Okay, it takes way too long to reload this thing. Is Eddie unconscious? Shoot him in the back! Shoot him in the back! Gannon, why would you go down there? You idiot. Oh, there's quite a few more. I don't know if 40 slugs is enough. I'm also waiting for them to come around the back, because they will definitely do that. There we go. We got them coming. Good Lord. Okay, this is not going well. And arcade is... Oh! Bloody mess perk activated, baby. There we go. Come on. My goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not successful at this point. Okay. We got six slugs left. At least the death claws don't use gosh dang at least the death claws don't use stim packs, right? They die when you shoot them. Well, not these death claws. Okay. Or I guess not when you shoot them with this gun. Okay. You know what? I've got other guns I can use. Why am I being such a silly Billy when I've got the greatest implement of warfare ever devised? Somebody clip this and send it to Garantham. Okay. Back to the lever action. Uh-oh. 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 No! No! Oh, guys! Oh, man. I thought I had it. Not great. Not great. Okay. Another bite of the banana. And, yeah. Good morning, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Very happy you're here. That was a good last bite. All right. Who's got the freaking anti-materiel rifle? Because I need that back. Well, yeah, but do you have the anti-material? Ooh, he's got Euclid C Finder. Oh wait, no, I had Euclid C Finder. Gosh, dang it. I got to remember how to like read, man. All right. And I'm not encumbered. Cool. So I think we're going to use Euclid C Finder, then the anti-material rifle. Then we'll have to. Oh, you know what, Gannon? Do you have any 12 gauge? Because I could use some 12 gauge, man. He does not have 12 gauge. I wonder if Eddie has 12 gauge. Dude, he has no ammo. Okay, cool. Well, that's what it is. Need 2 more glasses on, right? Yeah, I need that higher perception so I can get more accuracy on my Deathclaw executions. Okay. Guys? Alright, we're gonna call in a danger close airstrike. Okay, this is going even worse than it was before. Yeah, that's a 91% chance. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, and we have no more 12 gauge ammo. No more 12 gauge ammo, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we are gonna have to go to the battle rifle. Why not? Okay. This ain't going well. This ain't going well. Can't take another hit. Okay, well, that was incredible. That was incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-huh. Take some sugar bombs, Sunset Sarsaparilla. We're just gonna do whatever we gotta do here. Purified water. Okay, Mentats. We're doing it. Iguana on a stick, Jet. Gosh dang gecko meat, healing powder, a fresh apple, some dirty water. Dandy boy, crispy squirrel bits, cram. We're just gonna do it. Okay. And now weapons. We're gonna go to lever action shotgun for the and stay back perk. And Ganon, why would you come down here? Now they have the high ground. This is not good. Oh. We got the stagger. Nice. This is awesome. And stay back is awesome, man. Oh, he's coming back for us. Come on. Way too close for me to be comfortable, though. Way too close. Way too close. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh, Ganon's gone. Ganon's gone. Yeah. Gotta add to the death by enemy counter for the first one. Yes, I do. Or are these deaths by negligence? Okay. Give me one sec. I would say this last one was a death by negligence because I forgot to sneak. But yeah, we'll call that 2 deaths by enemy. All right. Hey, you know, we're doing what we can here. Okay, arcade. I need the anti-material rifle. Okay. You gonna give it to me? No, of course not. Of course not. I would never. And he's got all my anti-material ammo, too. No, he doesn't. I do. I gotta remember how to read, dude. This is bad. I'm, like, always mixing it up. I wonder if I have dyslexia or something. Okay. Yes, it would. Yeah, but, you know, you're not always gonna make the right choices in life. I feel like if I can sneak attack him with the Euclid C Finder, although maybe I should just use the AP rounds. If I have AP rounds. Do I have AP rounds, ladies and gentlemen? Let's flip and check. We do have AP rounds. These are like one-shot kills on the gosh dang death claws, so. Yeah, I have the high ground, Anakin. Don't try it. You underestimate my power. Don't try it. Ah! Tries it. He almost got it, too. It's kind of impressive. I'm thinking if it was anyone but Obi-Wan, I think just because Obi-Wan knew him so well. That's one of the reasons that it went so badly for Anakin. Also because Obi-Wan had the high ground, you know? Woo. Well, okay. We're definitely in trouble. But we're just gonna. No. Okay. No. No. I don't like the way he's looking at me. I don't like the way he's looking at me right now. Okay, I don't know if we're gonna actually get this. Maybe lever action with slugs. Do I have slugs? I do. Okay. Sorry. All right. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go somewhere else, guys. I think I'm just gonna go somewhere else. We got this Death Claw. Do we really need all those other Death Claws? I don't think so. I mean, right? Got a little yawn going there. Alright, so there's 3. You know, there's a while there where we had Death Claws slain on the counter. That was kind of fun. I just think, you know, we might be able to keep our distance and call it good, but I don't know, man. Unless I'm doing a really long distance sniper like move here, it just doesn't seem wise to try to like actually fight the Death Claws. Of course, and Eddie is aggroing the Death Claws for me. Thank you, Eddie. Ooh, we got a. Oh, ladies and germs, give me one moment. The disrespect. All right. See, because I feel like if we did right here, where's Ganon? Because he has my anti-material rifle. Ganon. Okay. Yep. All right. There we go. Here we go. Not seeing it. Maybe it's my render distance, but I don't. They were in this gully, right? All right. Well, we'll just call it good. We get the heck out of there. Where does she want me to go? Over here. Behind Jacobstown. All right. Hello, Frank Horrigan. How you doing? Ooh, CAZADORE. I'm gonna let them handle it. Okay. What I need is like up over this mountain. So I wonder if we can go ahead and do that. I used to live in the mountains, and this place reminds me of living in the mountains for sure. Okay, come on. Come on. Mountain goat moves. We making mountain goat moves. Using the speedrun tactics. Look at that. We made it this far, huh? Come on. We're going straight over the mountain. Like a mountain goat. Or maybe not. Can we get a little bit? My goodness. Come on. Hey-oh, hey-oh. We're getting there. We're making progress. No. Maybe I can walk backwards up it. Yeah, we are straight up mountain climbing here. We're doing the Matterhorn next week. So the request was on the Discord was to do a. Yeah, I'm starting to think that because there's no horses in this game, it might be a little tiny bit impossible to go up and over this mountain the way I want to. Except for. Oh, now that I already have a horse in Skyrim, I might take the horse up to High Hrothgar instead of going up the way, the 1,000 steps. That guy who's like, hey, can you bring these supplies? I'm just getting old. I don't really like going up the steps. It's like there's a frost troll and 1,000 wolves. Spring Mountain State Ranch. What is this? I need to get some 12 gauge ammo. I think that's going to help me a lot. Just in life. Okay. Weapons. We're going to go with the big boomer, but if we go with the big boomer, then. Are they fighting with each other? Nasty little creatures. Nasty little creatures. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna fast travel over to Gunrunners and get some 12 gauge. Sorry, guys. No, I don't need to go there. I need to go to Gunrunners. All right. Hey, Vendertron. Yes, I do wish to play to. Okay. My goodness. Okay. 12 gauge, number 4 buck. A-OK. Bean bags. No, I don't want bean bags. I don't want to like need something serious and have bean bags as the option. 17 12 gauge slugs. Are you kidding me? I guess, man. I gotta activate Shotgun Surgeon. All right. Goodbye. Morning, James. How you doing? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in, James Bell. We're working on getting CAZADORE eggs for Red Lucy. And they're over here. And we fought some death claws and we lost several times. So now it's death claw eggs time. Or not death claw eggs. CAZADORE eggs time. Hold on a minute. I think I gotta take the road to Rock Canyon. If these guys roar at me, they're getting blasted. Oh no. Oh no. The humanity. Well, I told them. I tried to warn them. Crime you see nowadays, sometimes it's hard to even take its measure. I sent one boy to the gas chamber back in Huntsville. 19 years old. Papers called it a crime of passion. He told me wasn't no passion to it. Been fixing to kill someone long as he could remember. Told me if they turned him out, he'd do it again. I don't know what to make of that. I sure don't. Huh? Sorry about my sneezes. I think it's going to be a seasonal thing. So, Enclave, what on earth are you talking about? We got the sneeze time. Can we get the sneeze cam on that? Ooh, look at this. What is this? Oh, motorcycles. Busted motorcycles. Ammunition box. Heck yeah. If you go to Jacobstown before Black Mountain, is there like any benefit to that? Ladies and germs, what on earth am I looking at here? Okay, wait, I know where that is. There's a passageway inside the mountain, but it's not inside the rock. Is near the resort with mantises. The nest is in a really remote, unmarked location inside the mountain. Well, then I will have to check that out in a moment. But for right now, it looks like I'm wandering into the White Legs territory. And I'll have to do what must be done. Although it doesn't look like they're aggro or enemies. What is this place? What are these people? Hey, what are you? Great Khans? Bro, I killed Caesar. You're being cringe. I guess it's time to start the Great Khans quest lines. Return to Yes Man and tell him you plan to ignore the Great Khans. I guess I could. I mean, I've already killed Caesar, but... What? I'm a nice guy. Hey. Ah, dang it. Eddie. I was trying to make friends with the Great Khans. Ah. Overwhelming monstrous behavior. I was minding my own business when someone attacked me. And now I gotta go kill Papa Khan. You guys see how I suffer? Because freaking Arcade Ganon just can't help himself. I guess he is wearing the Enclave armor. Oh, cool. Knapsack. I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't need a metal spoon. I'll take the Patriots cookbook. Empty footlocker. Okay. See, someone needs to explain this to me. Why do some of them aggro me and some of them don't? I don't understand. Alright. Well, whatever's going on here, we're just going to keep walking around. And if they attack, I'll kill them. If they don't attack, you know, I might still kill them. Ooh, I love the cave paintings. Is there a gun over here or something? Yeah, check it out. We got Turbo, Med-X. Heck yeah, steal that junk. Okay, all right. I'm guessing that's Papa Khan's house, right? So we'll go up to Papa Khan and we'll go, cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation. No breathing. All right, I guess I can't go in. I guess I'm just stuck living my life, and they'll be living theirs. I plan to ignore the Great Khans. Well, it wouldn't be wise to ignore them without at least getting rid of all of them. So, we're just going to have to... Dang it. Whoa. They got a lot of health, don't they? It's kind of impressive. I feel like she had some shotgun ammunition. And I was right. Okay, bottle caps too. I'll take the hunting shotgun just so I can repair my hunting shotgun. Well, a young life cut down at the peak. That's what it is. I would have gladly talked to Papa Khan, worked with him, you know. But instead, I got to kill all these people. It's kind of ridiculous. Why did they bring this wreckage on themselves? Trail carbine. Trail carbine. Trail carbine. Hold on. Trail carbine. Ooh, 44 Magnum. Yeah, I will take that. I wonder where Papa Khan's tent is. You would think with all the quote-unquote power they have that they would be able to, like, build, I don't know, houses? But whatever. Okay, so it's allegedly, it's not here. It's, like, over here. And I have to go into a mountain. I have to go all the way into the back kind of thing. I don't know how many times I have to tell them. One day they'll learn. They'll learn not to roar at me. Uh-oh. Ganon, you good? What's he shooting at? Okay, come on. Oh, these flipping machines. These creatures. I mean, mantises are more akin to robots than human beings, or than animals, in my opinion. Well, this is annoying. Sometimes I get tired of fighting mantises. Mantisy, manti. Ooh, level up. That's what I'm talking about. Level up! Okay, and what are we going to level up? I think we get a perk this time, so Shotgun Surgeon might just be it. I feel like Sneak or Repair. Yeah, we got to get Repair up. Almost there. So that we can do Jury Rigging. And then here we go. We got Shotgun Surgeon. Although Commando, Grunt. All right, we'll go Shotgun Surgeon. Alrighty. Ooh, I'm gonna need some. I need some medicine. Ooh, level 30. Nice. Look at that. I'm officially a boss in the game, which I'm guessing is probably just the level. Like the bosses in the game are just level 30, right? That would be my guess. Healing powder, gecko meat. We'll call that good for now. Up we go, up we go. Up we gots to go. Right, ladies and germs. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Upsy daisy. So we're looking for a cave that Enclave said is over here. Ooh, and oh, wow. Wow. The map is guiding us similarly deep into the canyon. Now, we've already killed all the Great Khans. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that was all of them. Some war they would have waged against Yes Man and his army. Oh, I wonder if that's why they attacked me, because I'm dressed as a member of the NCR. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I feel like the Great Khans would have been a fun quest line. But at the same time, what are you supposed to do? It's the coolest armor in the game. You got Commando and Cowboy, James? That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay. It was like back this way or something. It feels like I'm walking past it. Okay. This is, I'm starting to think I might be lost. Oh, you can just, like, descend on the Great Khans, I guess. They still got their fires burning. Meanwhile, they were all gone. I don't know if I killed Papa Khan, though. I'm not seeing this cave. But maybe it's in here a little bit? I don't know, man. I'm having a hard time. We're looking. We're looking. We're trying to see if we can find it. Seems like we might be getting close, although... Oh, is this going to be CAZADORES? This is going to be effing CAZADORES. And I'm all alone, of course. And I have no sim packs. And they're moving like CAZADORES. Of course it's CAZADORES. Okay, yeah. Nope, nope, nope. I'm freaking screwed, I'm pretty sure. But, okay, well. I need the lever action or the riot shotgun would be nice. What's the rate of fire on the hunting shotgun? Ugh. Number 3 buck. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. There's no way I make it out of this alive. He's getting me in the face. There's no way I'm making out of this alive. Oh, and there's a lot of them too. Yep, there goes the poison, and there goes the poison. And we're freaking done. Oh, no, 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 no. Big CAZADORE, big CAZADORE. We're done. We're done. There's no. Yep. Yep. It's okay. It's okay. Because we got an emoji for this. We got an emoji for this. The game volume. Gosh darn. Enclave, you just been watching with no game volume? Just listen to me breathing heavy the whole time. Okay, I feel like if we're back here anyway, are we level 30 at least? Okay, then yeah, let's just go back here. It doesn't even freaking matter. And then of course you can't fast travel when enemies are nearby. Off to gun runners to buy the 12 gauge ammunition. Maybe some 20 gauge
sir
too.
Or madam, do you wish to purchase something?
Yeah, I want to know where my riot shotgun is. I might need to buy one from you. Okay. I need some ammo. I need a lot of ammo. All the ammo you have, ladies and germs, please and thank you. I need 308. I need armor piercing 308. I need hollow point 308. I need 44 magnum. I need 44 magnum hollow point. I need 44 magnum special. 4570 hollow point. 50 mg. 50 mg AP. 50 mg explosive. Incendiary. And 12 gauge. 12 gauge number 4. Not getting beanbags because I'm not a doofus. Slugs. Pulse slugs. And I'm debating getting 12.7 ammo and grabbing my 12.7. Okay. Alright. That'll be good. Goodbye. 4,000 caps on
Come back.
ammunition. Could you imagine? Beginning of the game, 4,000 caps on ammunition. It wouldn't happen like that. Oh, what's going on over here? We got some fiends to kill? Sounds of war to go to sleep to over here. I mean, you gotta love it. They gun down the fiend, and I get the laser RCW. Well, no, I'm not gonna get it, but it's pretty cool that there's a fiend that has the laser RCW that you can, like, just loot off of them after they get gunned down by the Crimson Caravan. That's pretty neat. Okay, so we gotta go here, apparently. And I think I was really close. Probably should conserve my 12 gauge ammunition and use like a pistol or something. Also, how do I not have one of the fastest shooting guns in the entire game? The Good lord. These things can take a 45 shot straight to the face, and they're fine? I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. Go straight from there into the hills. Yeah. Right into the hills. Right up in there. Them there hills. I know that there's some gold up in them there hills. I know there's some gold up in them there hills. Alright, what do we got down there? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I don't like that. Kind of jumped me. Came out of nowhere. Gotta get the rounds back in there. Nice. 5 rounds of 44 for what? They found gold up in them them hills. Blasted. Freaking blasted him. It's noob time. We're using VATS. Don't care. Don't care, we're using VATS, ladies and gentlemen. What are you talking? Oh. I didn't read the setup. So the punchline didn't make as much sense. Did you hear about the non-binary prospector? They found gold up in them hills. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. I'll tell you one thing, though. That's a pretty funny joke. My favorite thing about jokes is reading them wrong. Reading the punchline instead of the setup. Hey, it's over. It's over. The joke's ruined. Did you come up with that one, too? It's gone. I'm sorry, Enclave. I'm just not very good at reading. It is something I learned recently. So, I'm trying to get the hang of it. Yeah, Enclave, it's a great joke. I think maybe tell it in James's stream next. He might be able to read it correctly. I don't know, man. Oh, so today we're going to be the just chatting portion of our show. Oh, good. I'm stuck in a rock. God. Okay. The just chatting portion of our show. The request was every New Vegas companion. However, I could not find that tier list. So instead, it will be a tier list that is Fallout New Vegas, but it's a little bit different, and I think you guys are going to like it. Again, I couldn't find every companion, but we're going to do one that's very similar. Okay, and should I sneak or should I just change my outfit? Wear my sexy sleepwear and my sheriff's hat?
Okay, I'll do my best.
No shoes. No shoes. Barefoot. I read good. I reading the good reading. I've always been good at reading ever since I was good at reading. Me personally, I learned to read when I was in 3rd grade. They taught me. I was great at it. I was like the quick brown fox. I got fox. Fox is an easy one. Jumped. Okay, this is great. These are great. These are great. You cannot make a lab for the COVID-19 for the disease. For lab too small for disease. Too small. Too small. You could not making for disease. Too small. At least we got Eddie. Where's Gannon? Gannon, you gotta spam it. Alright, well, at least I have Eddie. That'll kind of help. And I have all my gosh dang stim packs because I didn't use them on the fighting the Great Khans or the Death Claws or any of that. I think I'm going to use the sawed off here. Wait, where's the big boomer? There we go. Do a little more damage at least. James, me reading something correctly? Yes, of course I do that good. I read good. Yeah. It's hard when you're minding your own business and then you go back to read it and it's upside down. Yeah, you piece of garbage. Almost got him. Blasted. Good. Got him. Okay, we got 2. Okay, this is going to be a nightmare. Look at that. There's 12 more. We don't have the mini nuke. And I have no stim packs. This is awesome. I guess I'll put the actual, like, clothing back on. Oh! This is the worst day of my entire life. Like, and I can't just fast travel back here. I have to climb back here, don't I? Yep, there goes the poison sinking into my bones. So now I have to fast travel away. And then I have to come back. I mean, maybe if I could get to, like, the point. But I think I'm going to die before I get there. But if I can get to the entry where I can discover it, then I can maybe fast travel there. What do we think about that? Is that maybe an option? I think we might try it. I think we might try it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go. On an adventure. Okay. We gotta be very, very quiet because if we're too loud, the CAZADORES will hear us. And if the CAZADORES hear us... Oh, shoot. That's not good. Eddie! No! No! Oh, no. Okay, this is not good. This is not good. This one's coming for me. This one's coming for me! Ah, frick! They're all coming for me now. They're all coming for me now. Yeah, that ain't good. They can fly, bro. This is not good. Of course, I'm flying. Blasting him. I'll kill ya. Okay, and we're gonna die. Okay, we gotta do something about the poison. Rat meat. We're just gonna take everything. We're gonna take everything. Yeah, it would seem. Oh, good, and it's an unmarked location too. Cool. I think we might have to try this like 6 times before we can get it. Because Arcade can't come with us. Because he's, I don't know, illiterate or something. Ooh, dude, CAZADORE eggs. I shouldn't eat those, but, you know. Coyote Tobacco Chew gives me more perception and agility. Sure. Oh, shouldn't have taken that. Cram, crispy squirrel bits, dandy boy apples, dirty brown water. Fresh apple, some gecko meat, and some healing powder, and that should maybe help. Okay, you see that? All right, we're getting it right. Okay, we're getting them. We're getting them. I'm sure Eddie's fine. Eddie never let nothing bother him none. See, look at Eddie. He's like, doesn't bother me none. And there's our level up. Should we still do sneak and repair, or sneak, or should we do something else? Maybe unarmed, because we're gonna do that unarmed fighting a Deathclaw, right? Like in the cage match. Yeah, Eddie is a tank. He can fly though. That's like a big part of it. We'll go a couple on unarmed and a couple on repair. I think that'll be good. And then we're going shotgun surgeon, because I'm going to knock the wings off all these freaking things. Cat eye is very gross in the daytime. It makes everything look washed out and gross. This is one of the worst experiences of my entire life. And my day is ruined. I cannot say that I like fighting CAZADORES. It's not very fun. It's not very fun, ladies and germs. But we're doing it. We're doing it for Red Lucy. Or are we doing it for the dinner bell? How does anybody do this? CAZADORES are worse than Deathclaws. I'd rather fight Deathclaws. More CAZADORES. Good. Good, 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 good. Is there anything that can be discovered over here? Arcade Ganon's back there. I imagine there's some kind of cave or something. Although, I don't think CAZADORES nest in caves. I need to get some high ground or something. Okay.
Looks like break time's over.
Oh, arcade's back. Awesome. All right, we can do this. If it's the whole raiding party. Okay. We gotta switch up the ammo. You know what? I'm sorry, guys, but we gotta go. I don't have the hunting rifle or the hunting shotgun. That's annoying. No, you piece of garbage. No, you jerk. Yep, there I go. Alright, guys. I don't know, man. I don't know. Can't I just give her the CAZADORE egg I have? Alright, it's whatever. 2 questions for my chat. Is there anything I can take for, is there anything I can take to, like, get rid of poison? You know? To, like, delete poison's effects. Maybe bitter drink or something. Ophthalmoscope for the eyes.
I appreciate how you've been helping us so far.
I have been helping you guys. Dr. Usanagi, I need your help.
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
Yeah, I do. Show me what you have for sale. I get a discount? Ophthalmoscope. Stim packs. I will take all 10. Super stim packs. I will take all 3. Doctor's bag. Bonsai is ready. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to cancel the transaction. But is there anything? Anti-venom. Ah, that makes sense. Actually, can you give me another implant?
All right. Let me do a quick test to make sure your body can handle
I think it can.
All right. You're healthy enough to
Heck
handle
yeah,
another
another
one.
implant.
Which
What are we
surgery
doing?
are you considering?
I was thinking of doing a muscle enhancement, but This is strength. What is this, endurance?
Your cardiovascular system is practically superhuman. The nociception regulator won't boost it any further.
What?
All
Okay.
right. You're already the strongest person I've ever met.
Gosh dang it. Okay.
All right. That's the Phoenix monocyte breeder. The implant speeds up cell regeneration, an effect similar to that of some lizards and sea creatures.
Nice.
The implant is very expensive, however. 12,000 caps.
Oh no, I only have 400,000
Have a seat in the
caps.
auto dock.
Sure. Heck yeah, guys. We did it. We did it. We got health regeneration now, I think. Wait, do I need to go to the auto dock now? Well, where's the auto dock? She doesn't even have one.
You're back.
Yeah, what do you have for sale? How come you don't have 12,000 caps? Okay.
You're already quite charming. The empathy synthesizer.
Okay. Empathy synthesizer. That's pretty funny.
I think you would really benefit from the logic co-processor implant, so I'm going to cut the price to 3,000.
Because I'm playing as a freaking intelligence level 3. I would say never mind, okay? And then, here, goodbye. Look at my intelligence level. Int 1. I'm going to give you a discount because I think you would really benefit from it. Hey, alright, give me the intelligence
You're
implant.
back. Do you need...
Yeah. I want to buy an implant. Oh no! Where'd it go? It's gone. It's gone, guys. Now I can't get it.
You're in...
It's gone. Now I can't get the implant. That's fine. I don't need it. I don't freaking need it. You know what I do need? I need to go find these CAZADORE eggs. But we got some implants. I'm going to run on over to Novak and see if I can't get some anti-venom and stuff. At least I'm still liked in Novak. I don't think I got the intelligence implant.
They got spies all over.
I think I got the regeneration implant. Makes me regenerate like a lizard. Limb lizard. Limb lizard. Liz Lemon. Alright. What time? It's 6:07. Okay, it is time for the chat questionnaire. What is your favorite late 2000s NBC sitcom? Community, 30 Rock, Parks and Recreation,
Poof. Yeah. What can I do for you?
The Office, or one of the many shows that tried and failed to headline right after these shows. I need medical supplies. Yeah, and I need clean medical supplies. Shush. Shush. Just sell me what you got. I'll take your purified water. I'll take your Rad-X. I'll take your Rad-Away. I'll take your stim packs. I will take your super stim packs, your fixer, your doctor bag. And I guess I'll take one cat eye to replace the one I accidentally used.
Thanks.
Oh wait, I didn't actually use that because we reverted a save because I died.
I should head over to Vault 3 and see if I can pull some salvage out of there.
Yeah, go over to Vault 3. I'm sure that the fiends didn't go back there.
If you're planning on staying a while, the Dino Delight's got plenty of room.
Alright, we're gonna get some more stim packs, I think, from Buddy Boy. I'm sure he's got some. And I'm sure he's got some money, too. Alright. I just want the freaking dinner bell, man. Alright, James says The Office.
Welcome back. Can I get you anything?
The Office. The Office is a cult classic for a reason. Quotable. One-liners. Hilarious situational comedy. some of the funniest things I done ever heard. Like when he's like, I'm sad, so I went to eat ice cream. And they're like, is it making you feel better? And he's like, there was no ice cream, so this is mayonnaise and olives. It's disgusting. That's a pretty good one. I'd like to see what you got for sale, Cliff.
Have a look.
I can't play Cliff in Caravan anymore. All right. Let's take a look at Aid. I'm full of yawns today. Dude's got doctor's bags, Lad's Life, Milsurp Review. Now I'll just take everything. Oh, wait. Ooh, I love this song. Heartaches by the Number, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Heartaches by the numbers, troubles by the score. Every day you love me less, each day I love you more.
Come back soon now.
Can't sing this song on account of if you do, I'm getting irradiated. It's mildly concerning. Ooh, 50 Dinky the T-Rex souvenirs. Rocket souvenirs. But is there... I feel like there's got to be like an atomic nuka in here. Well, it is too bad. Alright. Okay, now I think it is finally safe. Although... we got some traders over here. Maybe we can work with them. Uh-oh. Eddie rushing off somewhere ahead of me
Someone finally
does
put down
worry
that
me.
Sick motor runner son of a bitch.
Rebel Arthski. Hello, welcome in. Do you have an answer to our question?
Need anything?
I'm gonna type the question in the chat. I'm gonna type the question in
Here's
the
what
chat.
I've got.
There's your question in the chat. Anyone coming in, answer that question. We've got The Office from James Bell. We've got ER from Enclave ER. I don't know if that is a sitcom. But, I mean, hey, if it made you laugh. Medical shows are pretty funny. I think Scrubs kind of ruined it for everybody. Because, like, there were all these medical shows that were very serious. Like, Emergency. Give him 70 cc's of D5W. And then you have, gosh dang, Scrubs is like this hilarious show. And now every, like, medical show has to have some, like, punchline. Right? I don't think so. I don't think so. It might be. I think it was ABC, though. I think Scrubs was ABC. ER is like a medical show, James. It's like, I don't know. They work in the emergency room. And it's very dramatic. It's like Grey's Anatomy, but cringier, I think. I mean, I could be wrong. I've never watched it. But I've also never watched Grey's Anatomy, so, you know. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that. And why is it playing Skyrim music? This is Fallout. Why is Skyrim music playing in the background? Ugh. What about Psych? What was Psych on? I'm trying to remember. Psych, that's a fantastic show. I mean, gosh dang. There's not many better shows than Psych. I've watched that show probably 7 times, and every time I watch it, all the way through, 7 times, every time I watch it, I'm very pleased. Very pleased that I watched it. Very pleased. Thanks for mentioning Psych, Rebel Earth Sky. I really do love that show. Hey, yo, hey. right in front of my favorite show? Hey, listen, Enclave. It was just an assumption. I've never watched ER. Maybe it's very good. Is it a sitcom, though? Because I feel like it's a Critical Strike, baby. Let's see how this, shotgun surgeon. It's going well. I love it. Yes! Look at that. Crippled mantis. Blasted. Turned into a fine green mist. It's a medical drama. So then, it's not really a sitcom, right? I know he was like, it's pretty cringe. I'm sure it's really good Enclave. I'm sure it's good. But it's a medical drama. That's not a sitcom. Yes, I did. I found a spring right there. Or I found the season of spring. But the thing is, this whole space right here is just, it's poison. You know? Brooklyn Nine-Nine. See, now that's a sitcom. And I believe that is on NBC, and that came out in the late 2010s. Thank you, Enclave. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, very funny. Andy Samberg, top shelf comedian. Top shelf. You guys remember The Lonely Island? Have you guys listened to any of that music? From back in the day? Trouble on Dookie Island? Let's see. The Time I Fought Rocky? Yeah, there's a few other songs that I'm not going to mention here because it's a family-friendly stream. But Trouble on Dookie Island was pretty funny. Punch You in the Jeans. Punch You in the Jeans. I'm waiting for Fantano to come out with like a review of Lonely Island. You know, he's been real quiet ever since they dropped that first album, Turtleneck and Chain. I think he just doesn't. He's worried that if he reviews the album, he'll get, you know, he'll show how illiterate he is musically. And he's actually not the internet's busiest music nerd. Alrighty. Yeah, for me, I don't know if you guys care to hear it, but for me, it's definitely Community, because that's a show, every time I watched it, every episode, there was at least one laugh out loud moment, in my experience. And I just loved it. I loved the Dean being just like the weirdest creature ever, and he just wants friends, and nobody likes him. Just a great show. I'm going to use the other shotgun because the perks still apply, and gives me a little bit of a quicker on the draw McGraw, right? Quick draw McGraw. Sorry, give me 1 second. Cool. Alright, here we go. We're going up. And we're going to kill these freaking CAZADORES. Okay. I'm going to... Shotgun build. Well, Rebel or Sky, it's kind of like how in Skyrim, no matter what your build is, it's always a stealth archer. You know? It's kind of like that. And so, for me, I've got, you know, I tried to do some other aspects to this game. Although I don't really know anything about, like, the different build types. You pieces of garbage. No, where's Eddie? Where's Eddie? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna freaking die. Oh my gosh. Okay. What can we do? Anti-venom? Nothing? Nothing. 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 Okay. We're taking that X. We're taking Stim Pack. We're gonna calm it down. We can calm this down. Okay. Stim Pack. Sunset Sarsaparillas. Some whiskey. I have an anti-venom, but I don't know if I want to use it right now. Oh. Okay, it's not... The ammunition's not even doing anything. Okay, this isn't going well. I don't know if we're gonna get out of this one. Good, he's going to get Eddie. He's going for the other guys. And I'm just using slugs on flying animals. This is silly. Where's my lizard regeneration? Hey, they got him. They got him. It seems like maybe Eddie's doing a lot of the heavy lifting in this party. Okay. Okay, and now I can read a chat. Lol. I haven't, but I always think of Norm Macdonald asking Andy and the rest of the Lonely Island what they would do with a time machine. I remember that. I don't remember it that well, but gosh dang. He's so funny, man. What? We're doing a show on the freaking internet, I guess? I don't understand this. So where is this airing? It's live right now. But where? On YouTube. What? He's just like acting like the oldest guy on the planet. Oh, man. That was a funny one. I'm not going to use the other anti-venom right now, but I think I might be crippled. There's a good chance I'm crippled. No, I just tapped the caps lock button. Eddie, get your bottom up here, dude. Get up here. Hey. Hey. Eddie. What the heck, dude? What the heck, dude? Eddie. Eddie. Arcade. What are you guys freaking doing? Come on. Oh, they made the mistake. Look, all you gotta do. Come on, Ganon. Come on. Just push it. I just push it. I'll push it. There we go. Now I'm stuck. Now I'm stuck. Now I'm stuck! Cool. Cool, guys. Cool. Okay, so I think I'm starting to think this is kind of an impossible place to get to. We could try from Silver Peak. Maybe there's a route from there. I didn't know what that was, but I knew it was yelling at me. I don't play none of that. That is not acceptable. You are not permitted to yell at me like that. So here we go. Okay, there's Silver Peak Mine, and we got to go this way. Maybe we can go through the mountain. Who knows? I don't like being like funneled like that into a bunch of CAZADORES. I like the wide open spaces where I can like actually get away. If the only way through is through that gap, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna have to call it a day on this quest for now because we're not making the progress that I need to be making. See, and that's why I like the 12 gauge a little more, because it wouldn't have gone down like that with the 12 gauge, right? In fact, I'll even show you guys. We get the big boomer and we put a slug in it. Ooh. Got a mantis. Right? And I walk over here. You see that? You guys see that, right? Not even a question. Well, there's no other route. Alright. Well, in that case, we'll absolutely zero progress today. But we got a big tier list to get into. So we're going to have to call it a day there, I think. And let's go on over here. And okay. All right. Okay. There we go. Nice and clear, nice and spacious, and we'll just push this right on over there. And boom, 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 boom. I'll get rid of that. If you like the 12 gauge, you might really like Coin Shot. Now, see, Rebel Earth Sky, I like the way you think. I found out about Coin Shot, and I went and I killed some Legionnaires so I could get some Denari, so I can make some Coin Shot. Unfortunately, you can't make it out of Aureus, and I have way too many of those. But I made some Coin Shot, and I really liked it. It's just, it's a hassle to make, and it takes a lot of supplies. You need a lot of shotgun holes, and you need the Denari, and they're hard to get if you are as late in the game as I am. I've killed almost all of the Legion, so there's just not a lot of Denari for me to get, right? This list is not a how they would taste as sashimi, unfortunately. That would be funny, though. That would be very funny, I think. But honestly, I'm not even sure who all these people are. But anyway, I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna say, yeah, who? This guy. Who? This is, by the way, this is every single Fallout New Vegas character. So, that'll be fun. Yeah, they can, but it's a lot of work to get your money not in Legion Aureus, to get it in Denari instead, because you have to take lower payouts than, and I have 400,000 caps and another, 30, probably 40, probably 100,000 caps in the other two denominations. Isn't this just massive spoilers? I don't know. I'm just going to go like, I don't know who this is. Right? This guy, no idea. I think this is Sunny Smiles. Or no, this is the doctor lady. This is Ada Strauss, right? A tier. No idea. No idea. Right. Never seen him. F tier Legion. No clue. This is a lot less fun than I thought it would be. Okay, this lady, is this who I think it is? I'm gonna go C tier because she also, why is it AB? There we go. This is A, B, C, E, D. I'm putting her D tier. I think this is the lady from the Ultralux. Is this not the lady from the Ultralux? Okay, I'm gonna put her in who, because I don't know. I don't know. No clue. No clue. Who are these people? Oh my goodness. I feel like I don't know who any of these people are. This piece of garbage. This piece of garbage is F tier. If I'm not mistaken, that's the guy who won the lottery, right? Right, ladies and germs? Hate that guy. Arcade Ganon, S tier. Absolutely, unequivocally, no doubt. Arcade's S tier. Lanius, F tier Legion. I don't know, man. Yeah, me too. Me too. I could zoom in, but it's one of those things that when you zoom in, is that any better? I still don't recognize any of these people. Yeah, no idea. Is this Doc Mitchell? No, I don't think so. I think that's Raul. They need to be like labeled. Like when you hover over it, it's got to be like, oh yeah, that's Doc Mitchell. Benny, E tier. This guy is like, he's got to be A tier at least. Bunch of old world blues stuff. Mr. House kind of sucks. Yeah, there's just so freaking many. Hey, Yes Man. Okay, yeah, Yes Man is going A tier because I love Yes Man. He's cool. It even has like enemies and just like disembodied creature, like people with no heads. Yeah, I don't know, man. This might not be Rot Face of Freeside. Is that who this is? Yeah, literally who? Literally who? Literally who? Who? I haven't played much of this game, it would seem. I don't know who any of these people are. But you're telling me this woman, and this woman are not the same person in different clothes? I don't know about that. I think this is the lady from the Ultralux. I'm putting her in F tier. Okay. Yeah, I don't know any of these people. This guy's cool. This guy's cool. He's A tier. For sure. For sure. Did you see a CAZADORE? Yeah. See, so CAZADORES, I would love to put CAZADORES in F tier because I hate them. But the fact of the matter is, they're pretty effective. So, they're going A tier because they're hardcore, man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe Howard. I might have killed a few. Oh no, this is Lanius. F tier Legion, cringe. I don't know who that is. This is Lanius, I think. Maybe they're both Lanius, and it's just two pictures because they were uploading every single photo of every single person from Fallout New Vegas, and this dead guy is a literal who. This guy who. Although, okay, I'll give every NCR at least a C tier because they don't suck as much as the Legion. So every NCR gets C tier. Every Legion gets F tier. Right? So this is an okay tier list so far. There's the implication that Fallout... Okay, I think this would be better if someone who has played the game a few times. I have played the game a few times on Clave. Oh my gosh. There's the implication that Fallout is very much like Blade Runner. Remember the Gary Vault? Think of that on a massive scale, but nobody knows that they're Gary. Yeah, no, I get you. There's 4 people who wear that mask. Another CAZADORE. And you know what? We're going to put this CAZADORE in A tier as well. Oh, dude, Dean Domino? I hate Dean Domino. Absolute F tier. Although, I kind of want to put him in literal who tier because I think he'd be angry about that. That guy's dead. He doesn't count anymore. Boone is, of course, he's going to go B tier because couldn't keep himself alive long enough. But pretty good companion as they go. Let's see. Are these 5 different creatures? Or is this all the same one face from Old World Blues? Deathclaw. This is like an alpha Deathclaw too, I think, or mother Deathclaw. Yeah, that's going to go A tier. Deathclaws are hardcore, man. Yeah, I think we're going to have to come back and do this maybe after we've played it like 3 times. You can tell by the brain color. What? They're all different? Good God. Good God. Are you kidding me? So this is a different person than this, is a different person than this, is a different person than this, and this, and this. This is some silly business. I'm not ready for Old World Blues. Mr. House. Oh, is that the actual Lanius? So we're gonna move House and Lanius up, and we're gonna put them on here. I think Lanius is gonna go D tier because Caesar's Legion, very cringe, but also cool armor. Cool armor. We're gonna go C tier for Mr. House. And I just remembered I gotta change this to just chatting. There we go. Sorry about that. Back to where we were. Okay. This nasty thing, I don't know. What is this? I don't know. Yeah. I think I gotta get to... Is this Basura? I think it's Basura. If this is Basura, that's S tier. Right, ladies and gentlemen? Is that not? Do a comparison list a year and see how it goes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to definitely do a comparison list again later. But oh, we got Christine. Christine. God bless Christine. She's gonna go D tier because she wasn't willing to talk it out. All the dog models. Yeah, but so do all the other models. So is this dog right here? Yeah, heck yeah. Dog gets I'm gonna put dog A tier because he was pretty freaking awesome. And I was able to save him. Let's see. What do we have here? One of the vending machines from Dead Money. S tier. Best companion in the game. Best companion in the game. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are. Is that Fisto? This guy, I recognize him. You guys know who this is. If you were watching yesterday, you know him as the guy who wanted me to kill the hostages. Freaking scumbag. This guy goes F tier unequivocally. Unequivocally. I like Dog too, Howard. I thought he was pretty cool. Let me see. It says Dean Domino, Christine. Let's do Father Elijah. Where is that scumbag? Anyone seeing Father Elijah? Because I'm not. This thing from, I think, Old World Blues. All right, let me see. Was that Papa Khan? White Legs? No Bark Noonan. So if you don't know this, New Vegas gives you a big early advantage if you can play... And there's Father Elijah. If you can play Caravan, No Bark will play, and he has 800 caps. So you can double 800 caps every time you see him, basically. Okay, let's take a look. Father Elijah is going A tier because he almost got the gold. And No Bark goes S tier because he's made me so much money in this game. Especially early in the game when you have no money. Very good guy to play. Joshua freaking Graham and Daniel. Heck yeah. These two they're coming to the top with me. They are logo characters 100%. 100%. Absolutely. Well, who is this guy? Meant to grab Daniel. Okay. There we go. These are both logo characters. God bless them. Love them. Fisto wears a painted-on vault suit. Yeah, Fisto wearing painted-on clothes is, yeah, that's what it is. Lily. I'm going to say Lily is probably C tier. I have some idea of how this quest line with Jacobstown goes. And Lily kind of cringe, not going to lie. Okay. Oh, got some yawns going on, man. Oh, Festus. Festus is, of course, S tier. No doubt there. Yeah. S tier for Festus. Because he's one day going to give me something for 50 star bottle caps. Let's take a look. Yeah, so we've got Night Stalkers. Night Stalkers are definitely, they are F tier. They're not a difficult opponent. They suck, and they couldn't even protect their eggs, and they're kind of scary the first time you see them, but yeah, it's like a level 1 slime, dude. Okay, what else do we have? Skeevers. We're moving through it. Tabitha. Nothing but hate do I have for Tabitha. And, you know, after talking to that one guy, mean Sulfa bish, you know, it seems like maybe Tabitha's good to the super mutants. But and for that she's going to go D tier instead of E or F. Okay. Yeah, I don't know any of these other people at all. Are these actually characters from the game? Or did someone just go into character creation, create a bunch of characters, and copy paste them in here? Because that's what it seems like happened. Well, there's the tier list right now. Right? And so, you know. You guys can't even see it. Oh, goodness. There we go. I don't know. I must have zoomed in or something. There we go. Hold on. There you go. So there's your logo characters. We got the S tier, the A tier, the B tier, and of course, F and who. And then we got all these that we weren't able to get. One of them is hidden in the file, like, and not really part of the game unless one is on as George, Paco, and Nancy. Oh, wait, okay. Sorry, misread that. One of them is hidden in the files and not really part of the game unless you can crack into the files, which I have done. If this were me, I would be like, I don't remember their names, so this one's George, Paco, and Nancy. Yeah, basically. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Hold on. You didn't think I was going to be done without putting freaking whatever he's called. I can't remember this loser's name, but I do know that I hate him, and he's Legion. So, Lucanus Ventus or something. Absolute F tier. Let's see. We got a little time, and I don't know any of these other characters, so we're gonna go and we're gonna do. Let's see if we can't find. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me see if I can't find an actual Fallout New Vegas companion tier list. Because every single Fallout New Vegas character is just too many. All right. Vulpus Inculta. Yeah, a.k.a. Mr. Fox. Certainly not fantastic, Mr. Fox. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. This one's going to be good. What? There's only like 5. Where are the rest of the guns? Okay, maybe not. Huh. Okay, I'm just trying to see if there are some really good ones here. Okay. Oh, there it is. 16. Companions, we got 16 of them. This is definitely not all of them, though. It's not all of them. I don't really want to do it if it's only like 16 of the companions. Okay. We can do perks. There's 119 of those. Food, energy pistols, factions. And there's even more pages. Oh, here we go. 242 weapons. Now we're talking, guys. Okay, this is gonna be it. This is it, ladies and germs. Okay. And we only have S tier, A, B, C, and D. So this is gonna be good. Yeah, the one I was looking at though had 16 and like a bunch of them were from DLCs. I guess we could do it, but hold on. Let me hop in here. Here you go. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to do Fallout New Vegas guns. Right. So right here we've got, what is this one? The 357 Magnum, I think. I'm pretty sure. think I gotta zoom in a bit. Yeah. So that is the 357 Magnum. Okay. Go here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I just gotta make it a little bit smaller. My goodness. Gotta do a tiny bit of editing here. Tiny little bit. I just want to make sure you guys can see the gosh dang. There we go. That should be a little bit better and a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that looks good for you guys. And now I can kind of see it. I can kind of read it. Okay. Yeah, so 357 Magnum, probably not S tier actually, probably B tier. It's really good at the beginning of the game, kind of starts to suck real fast. So I can't put it A or S tier. It's got to hang out down in B or C tier. Lucky. I've never gotten this one, but I'm guessing it's a pretty awesome gun. So I'll put it A tier. 44 Magnum and Mysterious Magnum, those are both going to go S tier. Fantastic guns. They stand the test of time. A 45 Auto. I don't think I even have one of these in the game yet. That's definitely, it'll go A tier. Good gun. Yeah, I'm realizing I want to put them all in S tier. I'm going based on like, would I want the gun if it was real or if I could have it? Which like these are all real and I do want them. Okay, we got like a cheetah print one. It's probably B tier. That looks annoying. What is this? Is this that gun? That gun C tier. It's good at the beginning of the game. Absolutely quickly turns into garbage. So this is that gun. It does have bonus critical chance though. This is just the 5.56 pistol. So 5.56 pistol is probably actually D tier. That gun goes C tier because with the bonus critical chance it is better, but it's not a good gun. The 9mm, high rate of fire. High rate of fire, a lot of rounds downrange, all at once. Good ammo capacity for early game. I'll go B tier. Maria, fantastic gun. Bonus critical chance, she goes A tier. The 10mm pistol, basically one of the worst guns in the game. The weathered 10mm pistol goes B tier because it is significantly better than the 10mm pistol, but it's still a 10mm pistol. I don't know what on God's green earth this thing is, but D tier. D tier. The hunting revolver, 4570, government. What do we got here? What on earth is this? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me just... Oh, good. These are just unreadable, right? And so now I have to zoom in. Ranger Sequoia. I am not familiar, but it looks like a cool gun. Police pistol. This thing got me through, gosh dang, dead money. So it goes S tier. Absolute S tier for the police pistol. Silence 22 pistol. D tier. Garbage. Anti-material rifle. Stands the test of time. Absolute S tier gun. Assault carbine. Assault carbine goes B tier because it's a pretty good gun. It's definitely better than the service rifle. But it does go through ammo pretty quick, and the ammo is kind of hard to find. Automatic rifle. This one, we're going A tier. Absolutely. No doubt there. Battle rifle. You're talking about the greatest implement of warfare ever created? Come on. S tier. The machine. I'm guessing that's a special version of the battle rifle. And that goes S tier as well. We'll move battle rifle down to A tier. The BB gun. This is C tier. The only reason it's not... No, actually, the BB gun's D tier because it is worthless. What is this? Abilene Kid Law Enforcement BB gun. Now, this one is going to go B tier because I believe it has a bonus critical chance, and I think it also has a KO chance. So you can, like, crit and KO, like, death claws with this thing. And the BBs are... ample, easy to find, and cheap. So there is that. Brush gun. Brush gun's definitely going A tier. Medicine stick is A tier as well. A lot of unique weapons are going to be A tier because they're just good guns. Cowboy repeater. I like the cowboy repeater, but I don't think it goes anywhere but C tier because it's just not that good. And again, a lot of these guns just don't really stand the test of time, right? So you do have to consider that as part of the question. Now, the long carbine, that's going to go B tier. The hunting rifle. A hunting rifle is C tier. It's amazing when you get it at the beginning of the game. Maybe B tier. It's amazing when you get it at the beginning of the game, but again, it's one of those guns that very quickly becomes ineffective. Very quickly. Paciencia. I don't have this. James has Paciencia. He said it's amazing. So I'll put it A tier on James's recommendation. I don't know. There's some rifles that just kind of suck. The BB gun being one of them. Light machine gun. Light machine gun's actually going to go C tier because you will not find enough ammunition for it. Bozar. Fantastic gun. Fantastic gun. If I'm not mistaken, Bozar shoots 5.56 at an incredibly high rate of fire, and it produces a very high damage. So it's like the better version of the service rifle. Fantastic gun. Big fan. Marksman carbine. I've never used this. I'm going to go B tier as just a safety. The All-American, unique guns get a little bit of a level up over their, non-unique counterparts. So if the Marksman carbine is B, I'm going to say that the All-American's got to be A. I wonder how you get the All-American. I kind of want it. Service rifle, that is trash, D tier. Doesn't work. Again, it's one of those guns that when you first get it, you're like, yes! And it looks amazing. Okay, for looks reasons, I'll put it in B tier. C tier. For looks reasons. It's not a D tier, but it's a near worthless gun. Survivalist rifle. That sounds pretty cool. I'll put that up here. Yeah. B tier. Sniper rifle goes B tier. What is this? Christine's COS silencer rifle. That sounds awesome. I want that so bad. I almost feel like I should add another... dang tier. Can I add a new tier? Yeah, add a row below. Okay. Yeah. And then this one is going to be F tier. And I think we go blue on F tier. There we go. Okay, let's move some of these guns down to F tier. BB gun goes F tier. Whatever this is. And the 5.56 pistol. Okay. Cool camp. And now it frees up D tier for a few of these guns that really belong there. The 10mm pistol for sure. That's much better. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. And so now we can move a couple around as well. Like the regular 9mm is probably a C tier gun. Let's see. I think the BB gun probably goes C tier as well. I think the battle rifle's got to go B tier instead of A tier because the automatic rifle belongs in A tier for sure. For sure. Okay, let's see. Gold campaign scout rifle. That's gonna go. Yeah, that's definitely gonna go A tier because it looks cool as heck. I can do a couple more and then we'll have to. It's definitely a lot. And some of these I don't recognize, but it's every weapon. So we'll have to finish this up, I think, tomorrow because it is 6:55 a.m. Central Daylight Time. It has been so lovely having you guys here. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for being part of the fun. Let me actually make sure we're all good here. Yeah, not quite, right? So, let me zoom out a bit. There you go. Now you can kind of see the entire tier list so far. Just get that S in there. So yeah, we're taking a look around. We're looking at the different options for tier list, and I think these are some good guns that we've got and some good rankings, but I think we'll have to finish it tomorrow. Again, I really appreciate you guys all coming in. Rebel Earth Sky, thanks for chatting. Nice to have some fresh chats, but also nice to have Enclave chatting. And it's nice to have my dear friend James Bell and Hello Howard in the chats. Thank you, everyone, for chatting. Anyone who was lurking, thank you for lurking. And thank you for tuning in to the JD Carruthers Show. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday morning. And I hope your week turns out how you hope it is. Happy hump day, everybody. And I'll see you tomorrow at 5 a.m.